is Sasha. Thanks for being here. We're going to do a few yoga postures to help alleviate any pain or discomfort you might have from cycling. I went on a bike ride today and I'm feeling a little sore. And you might experience that whether you cycle often or maybe it's your first time and you just took a long ride and now all of a sudden you have all these new feelings and muscle aches or discomfort. So especially if you have some feelings in your thighs or your hamstrings, or sometimes I end up feeling it in my lower back. It might be in your shoulders or your neck, especially if you're riding a racer bike, like I'm learning how to do. And so we're just going to do a few postures that might help alleviate some of that discomfort today. So I have a strap, which looks like this, but you can have like a belt or a towel, something you can roll up. I also have a yoga block. You don't need these things, but they're helpful. You can also use your furniture, pillows, and blankets. So first, we're just going to use the strap for our arms and shoulders and open them up a little bit. So keep your feet parallel and turn the heels back. And you'll grab the strap a little bit wider than shoulder width with your thumbs on the bottom and the fingers on the top, and you can stretch them forward towards me. So bend the knees and then engage the legs to straighten them, lift the belly a little bit, and then lift the arms up towards the ceiling and almost guide them a little bit back behind you, and then lift them up a little taller, and this will make a lot of nice space in the back. Relax your neck and your jaw. If it feels nice, you might take a couple pulses backwards without bending the arms. And then equalize your feet and then lift the fingers up a little bit higher. Relax the neck and take a long breath in all sides of the torso. Whew. And then if you are able to keep the strap up here and you want to stay and this feels good, that's fine. Otherwise, you can come with me. I'm just going to show you how this looks from the side. And start sliding your fingers out to the side and reaching your arms back behind you. Oh yeah, it feels so nice for the shoulders. So the palms will eventually face down. You're still stretching the elbows, the wrists, and the fingers without like breaking the wrist down. And still engage the legs just enough to lift the belly and the back. Relax the neck and take one more breath here. This is a really nice opening for the chest, especially if you've been on a racer bike. And then release. And you can kind of just jump rope the strap forward, and we'll do that again one more time. I think this was a really nice like chest opener, shoulder opener, so you can lift the arms up. If this feels nice, you can stay up. You can also stay back with your arms parallel to the ground if that felt nice, so just continue back. So it looks like this from the front. So I can't even see the strap in this picture because it's parallel to the floor. But my arms are reaching back and my back is lifting up, so this is creating space in the back too. Take one more breath, easy neck. And release. And then you can actually just take the strap behind you. So the strap is kind of on your butt and your palms face your butt. And you can do the same thing with the fingers, this time grabbing the strap and pulling it down and apart and lifting the back up and the chest up. And you can lift the arms a little bit here. They can be shoulder width apart or a little bit wider. But I'm kind of pulling the strap apart and down at the same time and lifting the back up. And this is a really nice opening for the chest again, the shoulders. And release, relax, and you can do that one more time. If you've been hunched over on a bike, this is really nice. So last time. Again, the strap kind of pulls down, but then your back is lifting up at the same time. So you're not in like a deep back bend. And release. And then just put the strap to the side and come down onto hands and knees. And if your wrists are sore, sometimes my wrist gets sore from holding the handlebars, you can take some circles with the shoulders over the wrists. Keep lifting the belly here so you're not dropping all of the weight of the back down. And then go the other way. Keep breathing through the nose. And if it feels interesting, you can explore turning the fingers out to the side and doing the same thing, or I like to even turn them back towards my knees. But if that's too much for you, just keep them at a spot that feels available. If they're back to your knees, bend the elbows a little, press everything into the floor, and again, take small circles with the shoulders over the wrists without dropping the back or the belly. And go to the other side. And come back to the center. Just really gently spin the fingers around and walk them a little bit forward. And tuck the toes under for down dog. So you can open the feet as wide as the mat here for the first down dog. And lift the hips up. And the feet are wide and long. So the legs are still working here. I know we just worked the legs a lot in cycling maybe, but the legs are strong, firm, engaged, at the same time. This will place them nicely in the pelvis. So press the hands and feet down firmly. Let the chest kind of go back towards the thighs without pushing the back. So lift the back up, roll the armpits in, and engage the muscles of the arms and the legs. Take one more breath and lift the hips, lift the back, and then slowly put the knees down on the floor and bring the big toes together, child's pose. So walk the butt back. If your butt doesn't sit down on the heels comfortably, put it on a pillow or a blanket. Open the knees just to fit your torso and walk the arms forward for child's pose. Oh yeah, this feels so nice. Just really simple. So press the hands forward and guide the butt back and breathe all throughout your torso. Like you can imagine your back ribs taking a big breath. And take your time coming back up to hands and knees. And we're going to roll just right onto the back. So you can sit down, come onto the back, and have the strap nearby you and the block nearby you as well. So when you come onto the back, this is also in another video that I did for back relief, but this is going to be primarily now for the legs actually. It's good for the back and the legs. So you'll take the strap and put it around the ball of the right foot with your hands close to the foot and stretch the foot straight up to the ceiling. So it's not towards you, it's not away from you, it's just straight up. With your hands on either side of the strap so the arms are straight for this one. Let the chest open. It's kind of like the shoulders just kind of plug nicely into the socket here. And press the heel up to the ceiling. This might already be a lot for you, so take your time. If you feel like your knee is bending, you can bend the knee over the hip and engage the leg as much as you can, like you can press the heel up like I'm doing here. But if you can straighten the leg, then do so. Take both pieces of the strap in the right hand and take the left hand, or actually let's change that. Both pieces of the strap in the left hand, take the right hand on the right thigh and kind of like press it away from you. Oh yeah, and that will equalize the pelvis really nicely. And keep letting this left collarbone open. With your right hand here, really like the root of my palm on the root of the right thigh, press it forward. You can extend the left leg. Oh yeah, this feels great, if that feels nice for you. If you have a wall, you can press your left heel forward into a wall. Keep pressing the right hand into the right thigh as you reach the heel up and the left heel forward. And just take one more breath like this. I mean, you can stay here for a long time if you want, but we're going to go on to the next side. So first bend the bottom leg, then bend the top leg, and just pause here for a second. Take a breath. That was really nice. I hope you enjoyed it too. And we'll go to the other side. So you have the strap on the ball of the left foot. It's not the center, it's not the heel, it's a different sensation. And with the hands close to the foot, you'll extend it up. So the toes flex down and the heel reaches up. That actually engages and lengthens all parts of the leg. If the strap were in the heel or the center of the foot, it would be a story. So it's on here for a reason. And then if you need to bend your knee, you can, and put the knee over the hip like so. Otherwise, you straighten it and you let the shoulders plug down easily, keeping the collarbones open and breathing. And then you'll take both pieces of the strap in the right hand this time. The left hand, the heel of the hand is going to go on the root of the left thigh. You can see it better from this side. And kind of press it away from you so the pelvis is even. You'll kind of feel it. So you're not trying to press it like and create an uneven pelvis. It just feels nice to get the thigh moving in an opposite direction of the belly. And then from here, if it feels comfortable, keep the right collarbone wide and extend the right leg. And you're flexing all of the toes back towards the knees and extending the legs and engaging them at the same time. Keep pressing this left hand into the left, the root of the left thigh, and breathe. You can stay here for longer if you like. Otherwise, bend the legs. Put the feet on the floor, remove the strap, thank you strap, bring the hands to the belly and take a breath. Okay, so just come up again onto the feet. We'll do one more pose on the feet. We have the legs kind of working for us. and we'll explore triangle pose. So I know cycling is a lot about the legs, but triangle is great for lengthening, firming, and getting the hips nicely in place after you've been hunched over. This is a nice way to kind of equalize the pelvis by exploring a non-symmetrical pose. So with your hands on the hips, just widen the feet as wide as they can go without you doing the split. So it is quite wide, as you can see. I'm not short. If you open your hands, it's about like feet or ankles under the wrists. And make sure the feet are quite parallel. You can use your block if you need. I'm not going to use it, but you can definitely use it if you want a block on each side. You can even use a couch or a chair. So just stand here for a second, engage the muscles of the legs, lift the belly, lift the back, and breathe. Long arms, and turn the right leg all the way open to the right. So hip, knee, ankle, foot is open. Engage the legs again so the hips are even and the belly is lifted. The torso stays facing this direction. It doesn't face the right leg at all. So lift the torso up, pretend like you have that strap above your head and behind you at the same time. And then you're going to shift the right hip to the left heel to grab on to the right ankle. I can actually lengthen my stance here, I think. So I'm engaging my legs. I'm letting the right hip go towards the left heel, and I'm bringing my butt forward. So my pelvis is open. And I can let the belly and the chest turn up to the ceiling, and you can think of almost pulling up actually on the ankle, unless your hand can press down, or you can use something in front of you. And we're just going to take 2 more breaths. 2 more breaths. My pens, but it's lengthening and firming the legs. Open the chest and lean a little bit back. You can let the head be in line with the shoulders here. Might take a minute to figure that out, but that's okay. And then 1, 2, 3, just come up. Woo, and you'll turn the other way. So the feet come parallel first, might split a little, and then you turn the left leg out, hip, knee, ankle, foot. I think I can widen my stance. If you slip, it's normal. It's just about learning how to plant the feet firmly and engage the legs. And then if you slip, sometimes it just happens and you need to rearrange. So these right toes can turn in a little bit more, these back toes. And then the left hip is going to hinge towards the right heel as you come down for triangle pose, Trikonasana. You can grab onto the ankle or a block. The block would be on the outside edge of the foot. The top arm is up. I'm lifting my head a little, but actually I can elongate it parallel to the floor. You can also touch the floor. And the feet are pressing down. You don't have to hold this long, but you're firming and lengthening the legs at the same time, and open the chest and lean a little bit back. Oh yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, come up. And turn the feet in. And heel toe a little closer. And just bring the feet together. And take a breath here. Whew. This is Tadasana. So the feet are together. The legs are together. They can also be hip width apart if you need. And lift the whole torso up. Relax the jaw, relax the face. And we'll do one more downward facing dog and see how it feels now after these other postures have been explored. It feels kind of nice to be on the hands after being upright in cycling. So plant the hands, plant the feet. The feet can be hip width now if you like. And we're going to go 3 times into upward facing dog. So you can keep the feet hip width or open them a little wider. This is just to kind of lengthen the front of the thigh, the psoas. So 3 times we'll go to upward facing dog. Inhale, up dog. Triangle is actually a good preparation pose for this. Lift the thighs and lift the chest. And then we'll go back to down dog. 2 more times. So just keep the feet like a plank pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. This might feel like too much for you if you haven't explored this pose very much, but just do your best. Lift the chest, lift the thighs, exhale, down dog. 1 more time. Inhale, up dog. If you want, you can stay here for a moment, but really consider how much you can engage, lift the thighs, lengthen the legs, and lift the chest at the same time. So the whole back is lifting. And then go back, lift the hips higher, and come down slowly onto hands and knees. And we'll come onto the back again. And this is the last pose here. So as you come onto the back, just put the feet on the floor for a second so the knees face up, and put the hands on the belly and take a breath. Feels so nice to be on the back after being upright on a bicycle. And then you'll just take the feet together and let the knees open wide. Let the arms come by the side for Supta Baddha Konasana. So the chest is open, the pelvis is open, the belly is soft. This is a really great pose for soothing the nervous system, for opening the muscles of the pelvis that are all connected to like the organs, the fascia around the muscle fibers that connect to the organs. So it soothes digestion, since all those organs are in there, connected from the pelvis and upward into the belly. And it relaxes the inner thighs, the muscles of the inner thighs towards the knees, which we use a lot for cycling, even just for living, for walking, which can also get tense when we're stressed. It's good if you're on your menstrual cycle. It's a great pose. So just take one more breath here and enjoy it. If you'd really like to stay longer, I invite you also to, if you need, you can use your hands to bring your knees up or just extend your legs one by one. You can also do something like this. I'm turning around and putting my shins on, or my calves on a chair. And you can open your arms just by your sides. And you can sit here for a couple minutes too and really let your legs relax, or put your legs up a wall. It would look something like this if your legs were up a wall. So you have lots of options, and you can turn over to the side when you're done, to the right side, and just roll yourself up and take a comfortable seat. And thank yourself for taking time for yourself today, taking a few deep breaths all around your torso. Thanks for being here.